Hey there, sisterhood. April here, and I'm so excited to launch you into the universe of what's her superpower. Superpowers, sisterhood, secrets revealed. What's her superpower explodes onto the scene, alternating between real talk solo episodes and electrifying guest interviews. Welcome to What's Her Superpower, where we empower women to unlock their full potential and embrace their inner superpowers. I'm April Childers, and today we're diving into the topic of self-discovery, exploring how to tap into our unique strengths and talents. So welcome. I'm so glad that you're here today. I'm going to make sure my mic's ready, and we are good to go. So what does self-awareness mean to you? I don't know about you, but I was probably not very self-aware for a portion of my life. We'll just say that. We won't say how long that portion was. But self-awareness, I think, to me, in my case, the older I get, the more self-aware I am. And that has really helped me get in tune with finding my purpose, finding my passion. And a lot of that has happened since I left the military. Y'all know that this year will be 10 years since I've been retired. And it seems like yesterday in some ways. And then it seems like a lifetime ago, since I've been out. And anything that happens before the military, I definitely feel like it was another lifetime ago. So what is self-awareness? It's the foundation of personal growth and fulfillment. By understanding ourselves better, we can uncover our true passions, values, and potential. Today, we're going to discuss practical tips and exercises to kickstart your self-discovery journey and unlock your inner superpowers. Like I said, it has really helped me to be aware of who I am, what I want out of my life, and all the good stuff that comes with it by being self-aware. Did it happen overnight? No. I will tell you, especially for you young ladies out there listening, if you are self-aware and you're in your 20s, good for you. You're ahead of the game, because I would say into my 40s. When I turned 40, I think that's when the process really kicked in. And when I retired, that's really when the process kicked in, because I spent a lot of time during this last 10 years of really getting to know who I am, getting in touch with, who April was. Y'all have to remember that I spent 20 years in the military. And unlike a lot of people who went in at 17, 18 years old, right out of high school, they came from their parents' house into the military. So their whole life, they've been told what to do, when to do it, how to do it. In the military, it's even what to wear while you're doing it. So there wasn't a lot of freedom or self-expression or self-discovery, anything like that during that time. I was a little older. I was 28 when I went in. So I had a little time. I don't know if there was any self-discovery going on during that time, but I had a good time. So when I got in the military, I didn't have to sow my wild oats in the military, which kept me out of a lot of trouble. I'm just saying. But since I've been out, I've really spent a lot of time because we adapt to our situation. And that is something, when we adapt to our situation, we lose ourselves in the process. And I'm not saying 100%. I'm sure there are people out there that are fully aware of who they are and what they have to offer, and they bring that in. And I can say I did bring a lot of that in, and the military did help me grow in a lot of ways as far as confidence and assertiveness, because when I went in, I was fairly quiet. People that may know me back then may differ, but I was pretty quiet. And during my time in the military, I learned to express myself. And, because if you didn't do that and you weren't willing to fight for your people and put yourself out there, then, you could get stepped on. So, the weaker ones did not, maybe not fare as well. But we're going to get started. So I've got notes, so I'm trying to follow my notes, and I even have them on this computer instead of having to look over here like I normally do. So those of you who are watching would probably appreciate that. Those of you who are listening, you might have a little trouble following me because I'm going back and forth between my notes and my stories. Y'all know how I like my stories. So we're going to begin by understanding the importance of self-awareness. I mean, what's it all about? Why do we need to be self-aware? It's the key to unlocking our true potential and living authentically. Now, I don't know what authentic living means to you. I have a friend of mine who, she doesn't dye her hair. She doesn't every once in a while she'll wear makeup, but not very often. To her, that is living authentically. I color my hair. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that. My hair is naturally curly, so the last time I had it done, my hairdresser straightened it, and it lasts for a few days when she does that. To me, the fact that I tell you that I color my hair is living authentically. Could I let it go gray? And yeah, I miss my opportunity though. I say these women who let their hair grow out and went gray during COVID, they were the smart ones. I was not that smart. So now I'm still having to color my hair, but I am very upfront about that. And that to me is living authentically. So what I want you to do is take some time to reflect on your life experiences, your passions, and your values. What makes you tick? Oh, that's a deep question, isn't it? Some of us don't know. And I will tell you that after I got out of the military, I spent a lot of time. People are like, oh, follow your passion. I know a lot of y'all, when you go through transitions in your life, you can't take time off to discover your passions. I have been abundantly blessed to be able to do that. And, I have discovered my passion, and my passion is definitely service to others. And I've always known that it was service to others. I just didn't know what that looked like until now. So, what brings you joy? So, we've got what makes you tick and what brings you joy. I have discovered that my values are faith, family, and service to others. That is my values, and that has helped me discover it's like passion, values, and my life experiences. All of our life experiences have made us into the people that we are, good or bad. That's up for us to decide. And if everybody has issues from their past, good, bad, or other. But if you haven't dealt with those issues, you need to get help to do that. If you need that help, make comments, send me a private message, whatever you need to do, because, we can get you in touch with people that can help you deal with those life experiences. Because, we know that there's people out there that have not had good life experiences, but everything that has happened to us in our lifetime has developed us into the people that we are. The traumas that have happened in our life, and whether they're good or bad or small or huge, whatever they are, that's who we are today. But we don't need to carry the negative baggage with us throughout our life. We need to deal with it so we can move on stronger and smarter and be of service to others and, follow our passions or discover our passions. If you're going through this life without passion and purpose and dreams, then we need to fix that, because there's a big, beautiful world out there, audacious world out there. And if you just, I don't want you to miss out on that because you're living in the past. That is not healthy for anybody. But as you go through this and you look at your life experiences, you discover your passions. And I will tell you that your passions may not be discovered sitting in your living room in front of the TV set. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Sometimes we have to put ourselves out there to discover our passions. It is a journey. But until we do something, it's kind of hard to discover what you're passionate about if you're not trying different things. Okay. So we've asked the question, what makes you tick? What brings you joy? And those insights are going to help you along your path of self-discovery. All right. So now let's dive into some practical tips for self-discovery. First, set aside dedicated time for introspection and self-reflection. Reflection. If you do not journal, I highly recommend this. I love to journal in the morning when it's quiet, my husband's still in bed. I know y'all are like, I don't have a house full of kids. Our children are grown, our grandchildren, our youngest grandchild will be 13 in June. Wow. So I don't have a house full of kids. I don't have a full-time job. And I know a lot of y'all are like, well, you've got quiet time all the time. No, I really don't. But morning is my time to journal, where I can sit and kind of start out the day. What am I grateful for? What are my thoughts? What are my dreams? All that kind of stuff. But I love to journal. And it's such a powerful tool for expressing our thoughts, our feelings, our aspirations, because nobody judges us in our journal. It's just for us. Okay, that is such a gift that we can give to ourselves. So don't pass up on that. Seek feedback from some trusted friends. Trusted is the important word there. Do not go out to friends, family, mentors that you don't trust, because we know that we have people in our lives that are not our supporters. They're not our positive people in our world. They're in our world, and, for the most part, you keep those people, but they're not the people that we go out to say, hey, what am I good at? What are my strengths? They can't tell you what your passion is, but they can tell you what you're good at. What do people come to you for? Do they come for you to advise? For advice, or do they come to you for just to, get things out of them so they can make them feel better? I mean, we all have our strengths, but we're the last person that knows what they are. So look to those trusted friends, family, mentors, things like that, people like that in our lives who are people that support us no matter what we do. Okay. I have a dear friend of mine, and I've probably told y'all this story before. We were in the Navy together. We were in Guam, actually, and we were having some kind of program, and I had introduced somebody, or I'd spoke, or I'd something. And I came from the stage, and, I stood beside her, and she leans over and she's like, I don't know why people keep giving you a microphone. They just never know what's going to come out of your mouth. I said, I know, it amazes me also, but she is a dear friend. And if there's things that, like recently, her and I were talking about the way that I'm pivoting my business to concentrate on women who have served, who are transitioning into civilian life. And we were talking about it, and I told her, I said, I really want to get into speaking at events and things like that. And she's like, I can see that. She said, I still think it's kind of dangerous because I don't know what it's going to come out of your mouth, but I could see you doing that and making a huge impact to the people in your audience. So those friends who know you and love you anyway, yes, those are the kinds of friends that you ask for advice. All right, so next we're going to explore some exercises for tapping into your inner superpowers. So I want you to visualize success, set your intentions for your future, create a vision board to manifest your goals and aspirations, practice mindfulness and meditation to enhance self-awareness, and don't forget your SMART goals. Y'all know I've talked to you about your SMART goals before. Make sure that your SMART goals are aligned with your values and your strengths. Okay? Don't make SMART goals that are not in line with your values. This is so important, especially as women. If we are not aligned with our values, then it's not going to be a goal of a passion goal. It is going to be something that we feel like we need to do, or somebody else has told us what we need to do. I'm going to I'm going to share something with y'all. And I made this last couple of years ago. And it's funny how, especially when you start a business, all you entrepreneurs out there know, when you start a business, you're kind of looking around, you're really trying to clarify your message, you're searching. So I talked to a friend of mine who is very in tune with feelings, and she's very intuitive. She's an intuitive. So we were talking about it, and I was clarifying my message, and I really wanted to talk this through with her. And I showed her this poster that I came up with. This is my dream poster that I created. And what it is, it's a dream village for single moms and females who have gotten out of the military. And on the side, it says supporting single mothers and veteran women who, with a hand up, not a hand out, toward living the life of their dreams. And it is a village. It's got tiny homes in it. It's got a playground. This shows an in-ground pool. I'm not sure if we're going to have an in-ground pool or a above-ground pool. A garden, and it's just a safe place for these women to come together. And I showed her this while we were talking, as I was saying, I don't know, I'm having trouble focusing on my passion. And she's like, so when do you plan on doing this? I said, well, as I grow my business and I have the money, I can put this toward the Dream Village. She said, why are you waiting till then to help the women that are in your heart? So much for self-awareness, right? So that was one of those moments where somebody that I trusted had to point out to me what was obvious to everyone else. So that is why my focus now is on the military women, who a lot of are single moms. So it kind of goes together. I'll get more into the single moms as we go, but right now, definitely the military women. All right. So as we wrap up, I encourage you to embark on your own self-discovery journey. Remember, it's your inner superpowers are waiting to be unleashed. Embrace the process. Trust yourself and believe in your potential, because I believe in your potential and I trust you. So let's recap real quick what we talked about. We talked about why self-awareness is so important, because it's our foundation of our personal growth and fulfillment. We talked about the key to unlocking our self-awareness is the key to unlocking our true potential and living authentically. We talked about practical tips for self-discovery, setting aside that introspective time and self-reflection. And we talked about some tools to visualize, set our intentions, create our vision board. All right. So that's all for today's episode of What's Her Superpower. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. And don't forget to subscribe for more empowering content and join our community on social media to connect with like-minded women. Until next time, embrace your superpowers and shine bright. Have a great day. Bye. Forget unicorns. Unlock your true potential with actionable tips, inspiring stories, and a whole lot of laughs. Join the mission. Subscribe now. Find your own What's Her Superpower. Join the mission.